What up? What up? What up? All right. Oh, here we go. Let me get everything situated. What is up, Raider Nation? It's been a minute. Your boy's been busy. Welcome to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Lo. Welcome, everybody, man. It's been like 2 weeks. A lot of stuff's been going on. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about a lot of different things that I've been hearing, seeing, and everything like that, man. Hopefully everybody shows up and we get everything going, man. Let me get to got a couple people in here, just waiting for a couple more people to come in, man. Hopefully everybody is doing good, man. It's Sunday morning. I came close to actually not even pushing the podcast because, man, I was in that good sleep. I don't get good sleep a lot, but you know. Oh, excuse me. But I'm here, man. We're gonna get it in, man. Talk about it a little something. Hopefully everybody's having a good fucking week. Or last couple of weeks, hopefully everybody's had a good couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Just moving forward in this crazy world. But yeah, man, there's been so much talk about the Raiders going on, stuff like that, the Max Crosby thing, some of these possible possible, free agents. There's rumors. There's all kinds of different things, man. But glad you guys are making it, pulling up slowly but surely. That man seems like a lot of young talent and coaching staff has been assembled with that mentor. Yes, there has. And if you haven't looked at the title of the podcast, it's going to be the new era in Vegas, man. Coaching, the Raiders coaching overhaul. I think it's going to shock the NFL, man. You start looking at a lot of these coaches. I'm gonna go over all the coaches and stuff like that. Give a little quick, talk about them a little bit. See how people feel about certain things. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's gonna be a good show. Just chilling. You know what I mean? Not trying to do too much. Wait for a couple more people to pull in, man. Hopefully everyone's been doing good. Man. Hey, OG, what's up, man? Hopefully you're doing good, man. Shout out to the people in the chat right now. Free Thinker, what's up, man? Yard time, let's go. Yardy time? All right. Nav man, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Raider Ryan, salute to you in the building, bro. Nav man saying right here, he says, seems like young, talented coaching staff has been assembled with the mentors hired next to them. Yeah, definitely. OG, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute, brother. I'm glad you're kicking. Hopefully you can see now, because I know you had your surgery a while back. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, man. Hopefully everybody's doing good, man. I mean, it's been a minute. So if you guys haven't noticed or haven't seen, there is a lot of different changes going on with the Raiders, man. They're all good, positive changes. The way I'm looking at everything, the way the offensive line coach, for the last couple of years, it's been limbo. Before I get into everything, I'm just going to go over the obvious. Bad coaching, no quarterback. A lot of us were optimistic. I was optimistic when it came down to having, AP as a coach, and then we try to get a little stability with, Pete Carroll. A lot of people felt he was too old. There was a lot of different things that were happening that the Raider Nation was not extremely excited about. Me personally, as a Raider fan, I think I've been in modes to where it's like, all right, I'm just going to let stuff happen. The way everything is transpiring, man, this is different. This is something totally different. And shout out to Sanjeet. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Sanjeet, but he's like, this is massive. This is huge. So he's absolutely correct for the first time. One of the biggest things that we've been looking at is the number one overall pick. And in order to get the number one overall pick to come in, we don't want any old coaches or anything like that to actually taint or hinder his development coming in. Everywhere across the board, except for some people, are saying that we should trade the number one pick. Obviously, there's Raider fans out here with already Mendoza jerseys and stuff, so you already know how that is. It's like, we need this quarterback. This quarterback is gonna, I wouldn't say change, but it's gonna direct the ship in the right way. I was watching some of his highlights from, even Cal last night. I was just sitting back right here chilling. And what I started seeing was that, kid's consistent, man. He can move out the pocket. There's a lot of trainable things that he could, bring to the NFL, bring to this league that's going to actually develop, in time. I don't see him. Well, I could be lying. I could be wrong. I don't see him coming in and just torching the NFL. I don't see him. I see him closer to a rookie year, like maybe a CJ Stroud, because of the coaching staff that we got. I got a couple more people in the chat. Let me get to it real quick. Stephen No Armies, no from NY. Okay, we're putting together a real coaching staff. Hopefully, they can put together a real football team. You know what? Shout out Coach Gravy, man. We always talk about this. The coaching staff, bro. the coaching staff is key. Now, obviously, most coaches, good coaches, know that you can put a game plan in place in front of the team. But if they don't execute, it comes down to the players. You know what I mean? I think Coach said this one time, and it's when you turn around and you're coaching a team, from what I heard, it's you look at film, you look at what their tendencies are, and you try to go against their tendencies, which basically states like this. It's like a game of chess. Somebody makes a move, you got to make another move. So in chess, there's so many different ways that you can do it. So with football, if you see them cover whatever coverage they're in, whatever they're trying to hide, you try to audible, try to change directions, you know what I mean? So with the so forth. That's exactly what football is. So with these players that go out to execute, and all these players need to know a smart quarterback, a good offensive line, and also how they move to, adjust to certain things. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. So with coaching staff, coaching is the biggest thing that we need. Hold on real quick. Let me see real quick. So I agree with you, Steven. Memo, what up? What up? Salute to you, brother. Respect, brother. Raider Ryan's been a member for 15 months, man. I appreciate you. Patience is a virtue this season, Nation. Yeah, definitely. OG saying right here, shout out OG, says we need to spend some of that cap money on offensive and defensive line. So we also got rid of Brandon Carroll. Oh, yeah, bro. Chubby, what's up, bro? What's up? My dog. See, Raiders first down. What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Coaching staff is teams strategists. Yes. But they also get them correct. You know what I mean? Salute player, 15 months. Salute. Appreciate you, brother. Free Thinker saying right here, how long would it take to mesh all together? I think that's what the off season's for. But yeah. So but yeah, looking at everything that's possibilities, the possibilities are endless, right? With a lot of money, we're also getting rid of Geno. Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody in the coaching staff and everybody that's super, super happy about Geno being gone. We all knew that this was going to happen. So now, talking about Tubby, we just need Carr back. We are going to need some veteran presence at that quarterback position. But we'll talk about them a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about Max Crosby. We'll talk about, hopefully next show, I want to start getting into the draft and stuff like that, start looking at some of these players, start looking at what we really, really got moving forward. You know what I mean? But Tubby's saying we need Carr back. We do need some veterans presence. And, yeah, we'll get into that a little bit. But, yeah, I'm going to go a few things. So, obviously, Kubiak, new head coach and stuff like that. And we got the new assistant. We already know pretty much what he's done. He has basically went into Seattle with Sam Darnold, and the Raiders were apparently looking at Sam Darnold, and our fearless leader, Tom Brady, overlooked them. But you seen what Clinton and that offensive staff did moving forward with him, and how they did certain things and what they did. It was insane. The year before they had Geno Smith. They got rid of him. And put Sam Darnold in the system, that Clint Kubiak, if you know the history of Clint Kubiak, he's been coaching for a long, long time. And with him doing the certain things that he does, you see that his system works. The way he relates to players, the way he, gets that strategist, so to speak, that he's going to be successful because he brought a lot of staff with him. Some of the key coaches that he brought in was going to be Janko. I can't pronounce the name. AJ. We'll call him AJ and stuff like that. He's the offensive coordinator, and he was previously served as the quarterbacks coach in Seattle and reunites with Kubiak. But he also was in New Orleans with AJ was with Clint Kubiak in New Orleans, and they had one of the highest highest ranked offenses until everybody started getting hurt with our ex quarterback Derek Carr. So now he's going to be our offensive coordinator. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that he's doing that. But one of the biggest ones is, Rick Dennison. Rick Dennison was with him as well. Rick Dennison has been in 3 Super Bowls, I believe. He was also with the Seahawks, and he has also been a head coach. I mean, offensive coach for over 30 years, or going on 30 years. So he knows exactly what he needs. And from what I'm seeing, they're running the zone option for the running scheme. And guess who runs really, really well on that? Yep, you guessed it, Genty. So we also got a couple other position coaches moving forward and stuff like that. Let me see. I'll go over the list real quick. Also we got Mike McCoy. He was a veteran and brought in to provide experience, with Clint Kubiak. So I know Mike McCoy was a coach for the Chargers for a good amount of time. I know he had a losing record with the Chargers, but I believe he was with Phillip Rivers around that time doing all that. And after that, he went to Tennessee Titans. He's moved around the league a little bit, but he is a veteran presence, and he's not a head coach. He's just basically an assistant. So he knows how to move around, do certain things. You know what I mean? He's been around in the NFL. So as Clint Kubiak's doing what he's doing, he's going to have that assistant, but he has a lot of familiarity with the coaches that are under him. You know what I mean? So I think McCoy's is going to be there just to give him that veteran presence. You know what I mean? And so that's hold on, let me get to the chat real quick. All right. So sure, right here it says that man spent some time looking at the connection between the coaches hired. There is a history of them coaching together. Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. Yep. Arkham, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Junoku. Okay, thank you, Nav, man. Appreciate you, bro. Clint is about to put some things together, like the offensive line and running back is about to go apeshit. Yeah, I agree. Dennison does have 4 Super Bowl. I thought it was 3, but yeah, that's crazy that he has that. Lots of leadership in this new coaching staff. Yeah. Hey, Raider Nation. Good morning, brother. University of Ohio running backs coach Omar Young is a recent hire too. Yeah, I seen that as well. I was getting into that. I was just talking about those 3 guys. Art, what's good, bro? Salute to you, brother. Let me get back to my notes. All right. I took notes down this time, guys, because the show's a little different now. So I got to get all the coaches. So, also Zach Nzani is a wide receiver. He's a veteran coach with the track of, developing NFL receivers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of veteran, coaching on this side, man. But the Dennison one is the biggest one for me. Now, we don't have good. If you look at the stats and PFF and stuff like that, our offensive line was pretty horrendous. But yet, at the same time, if you got to really, really look at who was running that team, Brandon Carroll looked like he was on one half the time. So, and then one of the bigger things for me is that, and there was arguments on this podcast about it, and everybody has their feelings about it, is that they didn't have JPJ start at center. When he came in through the draft was a guard and center. But at the end of the last season with AP, he actually played really good position at center. Well, I'm talking about JPJ. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be the greatest center or whatever or not, but if you look at it, a lot of people were confused, and I'm pretty sure that offensive line was confused. And then the moving, the injuries and stuff like that, and not being certain. And Pete Carroll said something that just fucking irked the shit out of me, that by week 10, our offensive line should be great. No, that's not even I was just like, when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen the screw, because he didn't know what he was going to do. So with Dennison, I see that he's going to put the right players in the right positions. You know what I mean? If we can't get a center, I'm looking at Linderbaum. That's the one guy that if you look on anybody, top free agents, and we do need spend some money right there. Linderbaum from the the Ravens is probably the best one that's out there. I think he wants to move. I think that's going to be a good move for us, but yet at the same time, we have Colton Miller, we have JPJ. Parham probably had like a fall off last year, but everybody on our offensive line did because of the scheme and what they were doing. You know what I mean? Probably the way they were coached as well. There was even rumors that the offensive line, the offense, and everything were having after-hour meetings because their offensive coordinator wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. A lot of people weren't on the same page. I don't see that happening and moving forward with Super Bowl winning coaches on our staff, especially with the offensive line. So with the offensive line coming in the way they're going to, the offensive line coach coming in, we might be able to pick up a couple guys here and there to add to this, but also some of these guys can actually, maybe do some damage. I'm not saying we have the best, but yet we're going to have to protect that number 1 overall pick if we go Mendoza, which we all want. You know what I mean? Let me get to the chat again. Man, you guys are blowing it up for sure. Appreciate you guys. Let me get back up here. I gave it 3 years to see a change. Shout out there. Clint and Dennison are direct disciples of the wide zone run scheme master. Can't be coached better. Yeah, I have a feeling too. Yep. Rick Dennison is great. Hire, take some stuff off of Kubiak's plate. My opinion, same with Mike McCoy. The way KK focused on play calling and team building. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, see, now that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, so he can focus on that. Yeah, I get that. So, McCoy does have some coaching. Like I said, he was with the Chargers for a bunch of years. He does have that coaching experience, but yet that'll relieve him. So when the offense is on the field, KK can do his thing and shit. Omar Young is a native Oakland. My God, Omar Young is a native Oakland native. Damn, tongue tied like a motherfucker. Magic Tucker, Thornton, and bring more Shaheen. Yeah, I believe that. JBL was just hired today, run game coordinator. Oh shit, okay. Do you know where he's from, Mark? I know that. Carol completely ignored. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. You know what's crazy is that like a lot of people left Seattle. But I know that Mike McDonald. I seen an article where they're saying that like, yeah, you're not taking my defensive guys. So I didn't even know that fucking Walker might be available this year too. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. So also there's another guy that I want to talk about. Defense. Now let's talk a little bit about defense. Totally forgot about that. How does everybody feel about Rob Leonard becoming the defensive coordinator? I'm a little iffy on that. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I am a little iffy on that. That right there kind of has to go and coincide with this guy right here. This guy. They want to keep some familiarity. Yeah, I can't talk for shit. I need more coffee. They want to keep some same tendencies that like Max Crosby can, be happy about, because the simple fact is that like Max, the rumors are true, or if the rumors are true, then he's probably going to be or wants to be traded because they sat him last year. And for them trying to sit him and stuff like that, I get it. I get the passion, but then certain people are trying to say that he's being more of a diva. They're saying all this shit because apparently he's rapping now. I haven't heard the whole song yet. And my thing about that is like, look, I love music, man. I got studio equipment right here, but if I was a millionaire doing something else, I wouldn't be worried about rapping. I'll wait till I retire to do some shit like that. Old heads are making a comeback. So I get the whole creativity, being creative and get all that and stuff like that. But apparently there's a song saying that he bought a house in the Bay and stuff like that. What's wrong with doing real estate, bro? Who cares? But I think one of the bigger reasons why they kept Rob Leonard, it's just a progression, in all coaches, careers. He's been around for a good amount of time, and him just moving forward and then naturally falling into a defensive, coordinator position. I'm pretty sure and from what like interviews and stuff like that, and seeing him on the sidelines with the guys and stuff like that, guys, I think will run through a brick wall for him. You know what I mean? But it really doesn't matter if they're going to run through the brick wall if he's not fucking scheming up right things. So I don't know if who else is going to help him moving forward. You know what I mean? Like we have Joe Woods right here, a veteran defensive backs coach, but he's been here. So and our secondary wasn't really that good. I don't know if Rob Leonard's going to be able to take us to that next step. I think he'll kind of keep us at bay of where we're at already. I don't see the big move. And my thing is, I don't know what kind of scheme he's going to run. Is he going to do a multiple defense? He's going to run 3-4-4-3. He's going to run that 3-2-5. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do. And do we have the staff for it? So depending on what players we have and what staff we have moving forward as far as players are concerned, that's going to be a big role. But the thing is, though, is like we don't have any premier players. I think Porter did pretty good last year, you know what I mean, towards the end of the year. But also I know that Stokes did really well. And I believe we have him for another year. So that's another thing too right there, right here. So RaiderNation saying, I like it, but he needs support at coaching. Yeah, I agree. Robbie has paid his dues, and it is logical progression. Pete put his thumb on the defense, and PG with Robbie, we're not even close to having to say. Yeah, I hear. Rumors are BS. Glazer is a clickbait phony. Yeah. No rap 98. I think we go offense first pick and then trenches heavy. Yeah, I believe so. Just sent you some info on the new coach. All right, brother. All right. Breaking news. Arc is new breaking news. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me see. Where'd you send it? IG? Okay, I found it. All right, so Mario Gibrarelli. So pretty much he was a football coach in the National Football League, has been defensive assistant for Jacksonville Jaguars since 2025. This prior role started the Jaguars team's assistant linebackers coach. So what did he get hired as? So pretty much he's been so he started off with Green Bay under Bill Walsh coaching fellowship. And in 2019, I guess he was 13-3. Then he was at Atlanta Falcons diverse coaching intern. Then he was with Atlanta Falcons from 21 to 23. He went from assistant offensive coach to defense coach and special projects. Then in 2024, he moved to the Jags, and then he was assistant outside linebackers and defensive assistant coach. So that's our new coach right there, Mario Gibrarelli. Man, these names are crazy. These names are super crazy. But thank you for that, Art. Appreciate you. Rob Leonard will have strong positioning coaches. We just don't know the scheme. We have to hire someone to help him with play calling. Yeah, I don't know if he was doing any play. No, I know he wasn't doing any play calling because, Graham was doing this thing and stuff like that. To be clear, any team would be stupid to come off what we need for Max coming off of major surgery. Full scapegoat and repair for on a end's knee is always crapshoot. Yeah. Stokes is a free agent, I think. Man, that sucks. I thought he came in for 2 years. I'll have to double check that right there. He's a run game coordinator. Okay. Edgar, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. It's gonna be me from now on, bro. Just me. Just lonely low. Nah, I'm just working around. Guerrero, what's up, my dog? And I know that we'll get a lot for Deuce Gruden. So Mike wants to trade Deuce Gruden. Crazy. COD mob, bro. Salute to you guys, brothers. Yeah. He said, fuck our Raider. Jeremy Chin is on a 2-year. Okay, well, shit. We'll see what happens. See if we can keep Stokes, man. So pretty much right now we got just nothing but rookies on the defensive side of the ball. And then with basically a rookie head coach, defensive coordinator, doesn't look too good. I'm not like, shitting on anybody, but it doesn't look too good for Max Crosby to come back. Now, this whole Max Crosby trade thing and stuff like that, I don't think he's worth what everyone's saying that he's worth. I don't think he's going to be. So what the Raiders are saying that they want, and what some of the trades that you're seeing, and he did the podcast with Caleb Williams, which is actually a good podcast. But once anything happens with Max Crosby, we're so overstimulated about this shit that he has a conversation with Caleb Williams. Nah, he's going to the Bears. He says something about, him buying a property in the Bay, which would not be a bad real estate investment. You know what I'm saying? And now he's going to the Niners. It's kind of like you hanging on somebody's every word, man, until like the proof is there. Like people say, oh, if there's smoke, there's fire, bro. Like who gives a fuck? If there's smoke, somebody's probably getting high. Let them be. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just simple. It's a simple fact. But I don't see what the Raiders are asking for, and that this is a combination. What Max Crosby is saying and what people are putting out there about him is kind of bullshit. Clint Kubiak came into the building. He was there. He was the first person that he met. You know what I mean? He was the first person in the building. He's going to be the last person in the building. That's just Max who he is. So if any team will be it would be great for any other team for him to fucking go to. He's a great fucking football player. But he's also ranked 14th in sacks. Overall, I think he's ranked like 16th or 17th overall defensive end. Apologize. Where in the fuck do we get the idea that we're going to get 2 number ones from him? And for the last 7 years, he's had 7 surgeries. And he's aging. So for the Raiders to turn around and say, hey, we need a premier player and 2 number ones. The reason why they're doing that is because they know that no one's going to fucking pay for it. Now, if Max Crosby doesn't want to play for us and all that stuff, all right, sit on the bench. But that's not him. And so that's why I don't even really trip on the whole thing about him trying to be this, like everyone's like, oh, we're going to lose him. Bro, it's the NFL. It's not for long. It's very rare that you find somebody that actually does something. And I'm going to use J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt went to the Texans. They were a horrible team. Max Crosby's not better than J.J. Watt. I'm sorry. I can't really compare the two at all. You know what I mean? And he never won shit. But then he turned around and, I guess he was trying to get his little last couple years at Arizona. Oh, well. That is what's going to happen with Max Crosby. Max Crosby's under contract. He doesn't want to do it. There's certain aspects of the contract, whatever, not. If he doesn't want to play, bro, oh, well. Let somebody else shine. I personally, what I want to do, and motherfuckers might think I'm crazy for this, what I want to do, personally, if he doesn't want to be here and all this stuff is really, really true, personally, what I want to do is I want to go get number 1 Mendoza. Then I want to trade maybe next year or whatever, whatnot, and try to move back up. I know they're not going to do that, and try to go get dude from Miami, Kane or Bain. That's what I want to do. Because if he doesn't want to be here, let's get somebody that basically almost took out the quarterback that's going to be on our team. And then that guy's a grown-ass man. That guy ain't no pup. That dude right there, man, is a beast, man. So it's like, for me, I'll do that. I wouldn't give him more draft picks. We do have, some 6s and 7s, oh, shit. 6, 7, my bad. Damn nephews and nieces. I think, personally, that'll be the best move. But there's so many different players that are out there that if he does not want to be here, I don't care. He doesn't want to be a part of the rebuild. He wants to go, man, I don't care. He's under contract. And if you're the football player and you think that, you know, an 8-year guy, that fourth rounder that came out and became this guy, but he's like top 15 defensive ends and we want all this stuff, nah, it is not going to work. People need to like live here, like live in this realm. People are over here thinking that it's going to be like that. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry to hurt anybody's feelings. I know Max Crosby ain't going to watch this. Even if you tag him and clip it, he's not going to watch this, but he's not going nowhere. I'm not trying to hurt his feelings, bro. Like, I'm really, really not. Like, you know, because apparently football players have so much feelings nowadays. Yeah, it's just too much, but yeah, relax. Of course, bro. Stokes will become an unrestricted free agent March 11th. Okay. But expected to re-sign. Yeah, I agree, bro. Hopefully he does, man. He played really, really well. If you look at our injuries in the past 5 to 7 years since Deuce was hired, we have some of the most injuries and players not finishing season, maybe benching, less benching and more conditioning, bro. Yeah, you never know. John Seventon, what up, bro? Comp for Sauce Gardner trade and comp for Mike Parsons trade, 25 years old, Pickens, and a third for 30-year-old Crosby, one headache, another for another one. Yeah, I'm cool. Chewy, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Another last name will come back for the shield. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Lamar Valentine, what up, bro? So I wish fans would just let the thought of Derek Carr coming back go. By the way, leaving in the past. Jeff, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. They're just both bluffing the team in 98. Yeah. I'm trying to get to all the chats. Hey, y'all, hit that like button because y'all know I know you're all sub. Man, yeah, appreciate you. My feelings low. Come on. Yeah. Hey, tell me what I sent in that group chat. The rappers, that shit was stupid. Yeah, man. So the whole Crosby thing, going back to the defense, right? You guys are correct. We do need a lot more defense staff to help out Rob Leonard. But also, one of the other coaching members that was here a long time ago was Travis Smith. Travis Smith was with the Raiders when Khalil Mack was here, and also Max Crosby first came. So that right there with Rob Leonard, and then having that, you know, that memory, those coaches coming back and stuff like that, making it a little bit more comfortable for, you know, Max Crosby to maybe get better. You know, that's my thing. I want Max to get better. One of the shorts that I did when I was talking about tackles for losses are great. They're great, but they're not sacks. Tackles for losses were barely started being recorded very, very, maybe about like 10, 15 years ago for statisticians to talk about stats. It's either a fucking sack or not. And he is not getting sacks. Yeah, he disrupts the field. Yes, he got an interception. Okay. I'm not saying he's not good, but he's not. He's 14th, 17th the best. And you can't ask the fucking vote and expect other players and draft picks to come and replace him. That's another thing too. You can't have these kids coming into a man league thinking that these number one picks or whatever picks that we're going to get is actually going to change without development, without time. So if you guys want Max Crosby to be traded right now for 2 number ones and whatever fucking premier player that you got, cool. But then are you guys going to be patient when these number one picks don't pan out? That's the mentality. You need a veteran presence. Now, if they draft right and they do certain things and bring in some players, you know, on both sides of the balls, to where, you know, on the defensive side and on and the offensive side of the line, you know, both sides, you know, you need that money, but yet also you need to be patient. This is a whole new coaching staff. A lot of them know each other. Some coaches are familiar with each other, but it's going to take some time to fucking gel with the rookie quarterback. You think he was frustrated then? Every quarterback struggles. It's going to be a rare case that You know what I mean? Even if you look at last year, if Mendoza would have came out last year, he would have been the 4th best quarterback, maybe even 5th. So would everybody been happy if we would have got the 5th best quarterback? I don't know. So, but yeah, it's gonna be some interesting stuff, bro. So I don't really want to push the issue too much. I just want to see this team. Jeff, if you did just Lowe's trade up scenario is interesting. Oh, yeah. I would like to trade back up into the first round to get some more, you know what I mean? Give up a couple second round drafts next year. But I don't see any of these guys doing that. Hard push for the linebacker room requirement. Yes. Linebackers are going to be key. I know that there's that kid, what is that, out of Ohio or Toledo? Man, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into that, into the our possible linebackers. So hold on real quick. You get some of these. Raiders first downs. Al Davis right now with Tal Max. I'll pay. I'll pay you to sack the quarterback. That's what the problem is. Yeah. If you want Max to get better, get him some help. Yeah, I get that, but like I also said, OG, I also said this too. You got to understand this. Did Myles Garrett get any help? Kind of, but not a lot. Sergeants, what up? What up? Horrible offseason. Staff should have been Gruden head coach, Rich Gannon OC, Antonio Pierce. That's Circus right there. If you guys need any legal advice, that's your man right there. Jacob Rodriguez. There you go. There you go, Nav. Yeah. Keeping means that they're going to rebuild. Win now. Less of a rebuild, more of injection of talent. Yeah, they're saying that. But see, that's the thing. Okay, let's talk about Jacob Rodriguez, right? That's my nephew's name. So if Jacob Rodriguez actually came into the league and did his thing, that's not my nephew, but same name. But when we saying that about the linebackers, the Bergs, and they haven't done nothing, that's the type of shit that I hate, that we put so much emphasis on these rookies coming in, and that's probably going to be a 3rd rounder, 2nd rounder. You know what I mean? Because if we're going number 1 overall, then we're going to go a lineman. So he's what, a 3rd rounder? So a 3rd rounding linebacker is going to come in and change the game for the Raiders? I'm not saying he can't, but that's the thing that we're hoping for. We need veterans. We need good players. Players that have already developed somewhat to where it's like you have to make a trade for, or that are going to be effective, not and be okay with it. And then so say if we got certain players and brought them in and paid them, and then they don't do shit. Corey Littleton, that we thought was going to be one of the best ones. Corey Littleton, that's a perfect example. If we turn around and get Jacob Rodriguez and he comes in, and once he comes in, he's going to have to develop. Just like any player coming from college, it's leaps and bounds different than college. 1, they're not all together all the time, so they don't have that camaraderie. 2, these kids are coming in with grown-ass men that have kids and stuff like that, and then they don't have that bond. They have to bond together while they're at whatever, and then when in college, they're together all the time. They come in as a job. It's a totally different vibe. Then you look at what these guys are trying to do. They're trying to play their asses off so they can get paid and stay in the league, so they can, instead of getting that league minimum. So they're trying to take your head off. They're doing their best, and they're faster, they're physical. It's a different fucking game that a lot of people don't understand and expect. And I hope Jacob Rodriguez comes in and tears shit up. And I'm not saying that he didn't work his ass off to come into the NFL and do that shit, but it's a different fucking game. And people, you think that it's just gonna happen. No, it's a different game. So, but yeah, I do like the kid though. Alex Leatherwood. Stupid. A draft is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, come on, Chewy. But that's a good one though, yeah. Yeah. John Seventh in studio says right here, it says Rodriguez got cooked at the Senior Bowl in coverage. Last thing the Raiders need is a linebacker chasing to get tackles. Cooked by the Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs tight ends. Yeah, you ain't fucking lying, bro. You are not lying. And we've had, what was it, Divine Diablo. He was a safety and came into the position. Had the most tackles from behind. Pause. Okay, that's why coaching is hella important. You need to develop players type of shit. Yeah, type way on bro. Yeah, no, for real, I agree with you, Hit. But yeah, dude, it's one of those things, man. It's like we gotta understand. We have to understand that this. I want this season to go great. I'm gonna go to the games. I already know what games I'm going to. I'm going. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Now, I wonder what's going to happen if for some reason we don't get Mendoza. Oh my God. I would love to see that shit. Not that we don't, because I want the kid, but if we don't get him, I want to see how the Raider fans are going to lose their shit. Oh my God. Because I'm still going to the games regardless, no matter what. It's set. I'm going. Hopefully some of you guys, go too and stuff like that. Get a chance to get out there and stuff like that. AFC West, necessarily linebackers that can read coverage or can at least cover tight ends. Yeah, I think in all the leagues, the way they're using tight ends now, tight ends are the quarterback's best friend. You know what I mean? When both back in the day, they just used to be pretty much blockers, like an extra lineman, you know what I mean? Because it was run heavy and stuff like that. You guys are losing your shit. No, A must. What is Mendoza, are we right? Yeah, I guarantee you guys, half the Raiders are going to ride because of that. Let's get Lamar trapped. Get out of here, bro. If we don't draft Mendoza, it better be on an elite defensive player or my TV will be hit. Yeah. That's crazy. The nastiest drop kick, fucking circus. No way that's gonna happen. Yeah, I know. I just gotta talk a little bit of shit. Gotta have some fun. I have my eye on Quay Walker from GB, post March 11, undrafted free agent. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going off of the notes that I picked up, and I haven't really done any research, bro. Like, life's been fucking super busy for me, so that's why doing the podcast, here and there and stuff like that. But nah, man. But dude, like, there's so many scenarios moving forward, man. I just don't want a lot of people to get, I don't want people to get disappointed about what's going to happen this season. I want people to be realistic. I want people to understand that, like, all this extra hoopla shit is just to get some clicks. It's still a long, long road that we got. Shit, when's the draft? Shit, when is the draft? Like fucking April or something like that? Let me see. When is it? I'm trying to see it. Oh. You probably put it in the chat already. Oh, April 23rd. So, yeah. 25th. It says 23rd. 23rd to 25th. Also, Devin Lloyd from the Jags. Yeah, I've always liked Lloyd. Draft Mendoza and keep Geno Smith. Start AOC. Terminator Raider? Bro. Really? No. AOC, I don't care. I know AOC being on the staff, it would be a little bit easier. Because, at least you need that veteran presence because of what? Fucking AOC is what, turning 40 this year? Shout out AOC, bro. Nah, we're getting rid of I don't know, Terminator, if you haven't heard, but we are getting rid of Geno Smith. He is going to be out the building. He's going to be gone. Raider Nation says, imagine if they don't pick Mendoza, trade back and pick top 2 O linemen or offensive lineman and linebacker. Then we roll with Geno Smith. Everyone's going to lose their shit. Nightmare. Yeah. Well, Geno's gone. Geno's gone regardless. So that would be a nightmare, but that's not happening. You know what I mean? All right, you guys tell me, what's the worst possible thing that could happen this season right now? I think we already know. I'm gonna say Geno starts. But yeah. So if you see the banner on the bottom right now, man, it says pretty much like, the Raider Nation, talk to me, talk about, your thoughts on everything. We've kind of been already talking about it. So yeah, I got a bunch of other chats that I can pull up, stuff like that. Navman says right here, Geno will beat out the dump run March 12th. Geno starting the quarterback. Snobs. No, Raider Nation, I'm giving myself the craziest CTE bashing my head if we did that. Trap guy, what's the worst possible outcome? No. I want to say outcome. I would just say, like, what's the worst possible scenario going into the season? Actually, it's funny as fuck to me. Yeah, let me see real quick. All right, there's a couple other things we can talk about real quick. Coaching staff strengths. Oh, Deuce Gruden's still here. Conditioning is going to be Rick Slate. Strength and conditioning. I don't know if most of these guys are, but yeah. Let me see something real quick. It's not working. I have to look at that shit anyways. All right. Nothing. Do nothing. Worst possible scenario. Raiders New Central. What's up, bro? Isu says right here, worst situation is Fernando Mendoza gets. Oh, God! Get that out. Nope. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say that. Jesus, don't even say that shit. He's not even with us. No. Worst situation is Fernando Mendoza gets injured off season, but Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, will be our top 5 pick. We still need someone to throw it to him, bro. Worst possible scenario is Brock Bowers or Genty go down, knock on. God damn it! God damn it! Why you guys saying shit like this? 2 of our best playmakers that will relieve pressure off Mendoza. Says, don't bring that bad luck to us. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Someone gets an egg for lumpia. Positive vibes only. Fuck, you ain't lying, bro. I'm going to fucking sleep with a whole carton of eggs under my bed now, bro. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? Team trades back all picks and takes the 6th and 7th round because Brady thinks he's smarter than everybody. Fuck, that'll be funny as hell. Look at me. I'm the greatest of all time. It's our time. We had enough. Yeah, Alex, thank you. Thank you for being the positive light, man. No injuries, no nothing. Thank you. Thank you. See, that's the type of shit I want to hear. But no, it's our time. Yeah, I believe that. Don't really want to start predicting. I really don't want to start predicting like outcomes and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't really want to do all that right there. Hey, you said the worst possible scenario. Blame yourself for us. Hey, but I did say that. Yeah. See, I'll admit when I'm wrong. Trap guy, bring back Derek Carr, Chandler Jones, and Christian Wilkins. Yo. Yeah. See, even though I did say that, worst possible scenario, I didn't say for the Raiders specifically. So, and see, that's why I like, and that Terminator came back. He said the absolutely worst thing, we lose to the Niners and go 16-1. We are playing the Niners this year. Our season looks pretty cool this year. You know what I mean? All right. So my biggest upside is that when I go to fucking LA this year, we win. The Raiders fucking win in LA. God damn it. But yeah, so thoughts on the Chiefs, Mahomes restructuring the contract. Chris Jones probably going to do it also. What do you think about think that they will draft running back or receiver? I hope they draft herpes. I don't care about the Chiefs. I don't care who they got. They got Patrick Mahomes, bro. And even though him restructuring, we already knew that everyone was flipping out. Oh, he got a $500 million contract. No, he just secured him because he doesn't want to go nowhere, stuff like that. And now they're just kind of moving the money around because that's what they're going to do. He's locked in. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's a good quarterback. I really, really do. I think Kelsey's going to probably be, that was last year, maybe one more year. You can see that. So now they're going to have to start you're going to start seeing that a couple of their offensive line guys went down, and you see the struggles. You're seeing that he doesn't have outlets. So with all that, fuck them. Fuck the Chiefs. Dark Week Hog right here. How many years are the Raiders going to want to be like the Seahawks? Oh, Darkwing Call. He's a Hawk fan. Has to be a Hawk fan. Hey, you guys let him go. Just saying. If you guys would have did what you were supposed to do, you know what I mean? And shout out to you guys, bro. Shout out to you guys for flipping the script, bro. Hitting that light switch, man. Yeah, but a lot of your teams not going to be there. You're going to be Sam Darnold, which Sam Darnold is good, but he's not great. That whole team was great. That defense is fucking good. But with whoever's sitting around, they don't have Januko, or as if I'm saying it, to take over your guys' offensive coordinator. Who's there to run their offense? Might be a hard season for you guys, but we'll see what happens. All right, Tubby. Oh shit, I'm already been on here for an hour. All right. Truthfully, the worst case scenario is we start winning somehow and start putting the F in mindset of a Super Bowl, and also knowing that it ain't gonna happen. Oh shit, come on now. Hopefully, Fernie is our Tom Brady, and we get us 6 Super Bowls, man. Hopefully, yeah. See, I like that. Fernie, he's saying Fernando. I guarantee you, a lot of Raider fans' kids are going to be named Fernando once he gets picked. Shit, there's no players worth trading back for. Top 2 O-lines are coin flip. Right tackle and Reese is a true edge, and Bain isn't anything amazing. So, okay. All right, Money Chuck. I was thinking about going back up and getting Bain, but I think, but that's just my opinion. We all have opinions. How's goes? What up? All right, shit. Probably not going to start this season, according to reports, man. Good. Hopefully he don't start. Kelsey wants to retire from football so he can be full-time Swiftie. I see that. Murder Mike's second round pick will be O-line or D-line. I'm saying O-line, bro. But yeah, so man. Well, I think that's the show for me, guys. I think next week we'll talk a little bit more about who is going to hopefully we get a little bit more, clarity on what's going on with our team. And hopefully our coaching searches will be over. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think that, kind of take it day by day, see how it goes. Hopefully the Max Crosby shit dies down. Hopefully, we start getting closer to that draft, man, and start moving forward, man. But I think what we can do is we'll do a little deep dive next week. I'll be college specific and we'll maybe do a draft here or there, stuff like that. Maybe I'll invite a few people, and we'll get on here and knock some shit out, man. Man, like I always tell you guys around these parts, man, be thankful what you do got, what you don't. That is a good mantra, man. You know, focus on what you do got. Don't focus on what you don't got. You know what I mean? I think that's a really good mantra, man. So you guys stick with that, man. Don't drink and drive. Now, I don't drink. Drink, do whatever you guys want to do. Have fun. Just don't drive while you're doing it, all right? Appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll be back next Sunday. And, you know, maybe we'll get that little draft going and stuff like that. Maybe I'll have a couple guests. We'll see what's going on. And like always, man, on 3, how we end the show. 1, 2, 3. Raiders! All right, man. You guys have a great week. Talk to you soon, man. Peace.